You guys, welcome back to my channel Just Fixing Games, and it's your boy Madhav back to you with another gaming video. And I know you guys are very angry at me because I haven't uploaded any videos since a long time, and I really apologize to you guys for that. But now I will make sure to upload regular videos. Yes, to upload regular videos, and you can have fun on my channel. So now let's do not waste time and move on to the video. So now, as all of you know that Call of Duty Mobile has globally released on October 1st. So I have been playing it since the first day of its global release. As you can see, my level is 106 and my rank is Elite 4 in multiplayer, and it's Veteran 4 in Battle Royale. And so I decided to give you some best tips and tricks so that you can become a pro, and if you are already a pro you can become a better player in this game. So first I will give you the multiplayer tips and tricks, and then we will move on to the battle royale tips and tricks. So the first tip I'm going to give you is very simple that every player can apply on its game. It's just go to your settings, go to the basic option and scroll down and just take this FOV range, which is in the camera FOV, to max. If it's 75, take it to 75. It's 100, take it to 100. Just take it to max you can your phone can have. What it does, it is very simple. It just increase the area of the map on your screen so you can see more things on the screen, and you can have a wider view. So just take it to the max you can have on your phone. Now second tip, it's also very simple. Just go into a setting and it's about sensitivity. Yes, now many YouTubers say that use this sensitivity, you will going good in this sensitivity, and many also say that you can make your own sensitivity. But I will tell you what you can do. You just need this preset sensitivity. And now what they can do is if you have a low GB RAM which is having 1 to 2 GB RAM, you just set this set it to high sensitivity. Now these presets are very helpful. So if you're having a 1 to 2 GB RAM phone, take it to the high. If you're having a 3 to 6 GB RAM phone, take it to the mid. And if you're having a good phone with the 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, HDR graphics, just take it to the low sensitivity. Now I myself have experienced all these three sensitivity on 3 different devices, and it really works. These 3 sensitivity just help me in the game. Now I have a phone between 3 to 6 GB RAM. I will set it to the mid sensitivity. Now let's move on to our third tip. Now third tip is just don't waste your credits. And now you must be saying that why should we don't waste our credits? We can buy good things from them, from the store. No, I also say you buy things from the store, but if you are starting, just save it your credits to 3000. Now why 3000? Because when you go to the store in the credit option, you can buy the best gun of this game in just 3000 credit, which is AK-117 balloons. Yes, it's the best gun of the game, and you can just buy it in 300 credits. So don't waste your credits and just buy this gun. Because I'm giving you this tip because many of my friends just bought that spray, ghost spray, and spend their credits on the cheap items, and they wasted their credits in those things. But don't waste till it's 3000, and just go on this, buy this gun, and you can just easily knock onto your enemies with this gun very easily. Yes, so now let's move on to our fourth tip, which is to play ranked matches. Why so? Because many players in the starting just play matches, normal matches, TDM, frontline, domination, search and destroy, and they are just playing with bots. Yes, either bots or very new player, so they can take on them very easily, and they think that they are very good player, but it's not that. Actually, when you play ranked matches, you come on face and you face the real players, the pro players, and then you know what your level is. So I prefer you to play ranked matches as soon as you unlock them. If you play ranked matches continuously, you can just climb onto the elite, then pro, then master, then legendary, and you can become a real pro player, not that one. Okay, then you can become a real pro player. So, the fifth tip I'm gonna give you is also very simple. What it is just you need to slide on every turn. Yes, what you have to do whenever there is a turn, you just slide there. Cause in this game sniping is very aggressive. You there if you do not just go on to there and do not slide, many snipers can get into very easily. They maybe pre-scoping there, and as soon as you come there, they just give you a headshot and kill you very easily. So I prefer you to slide on every turn where you expect there may be enemies. It was also very simple trick. And now let's move on to the sixth tip, which is pre-fire. Yes. What is pre-fire? Pre-fire is that anywhere you think your enemies can be, you just pre-fire there, either hip fire or ADS fire. You just hip fire or pre-fire there. So you can kill your enemies before that. What happens? UAV online. I have CDW57 and my opponent also has CDW57. Now the one who start firing
lost the lead. Heads up team. Enemy UAV spotted. Be advised. Hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
Changing mag! Cover me!
Gameplay of this pre-fire and sliding and these things. Now let's move on to the seventh tip. It is also very easy. What you have to do is just keep moving. Now why should you keep moving? Again, just because of the snipers. As I told you earlier, the snipers in this game are very powerful. Easily. But if you are always keep moving, then they will have a very accurate point on your point. So it is also a very helpful trick to just keep moving anyway. Either you are straight or you just need to keep moving. I just knock on those now let's not waste time and move on to the next step, which is use headphone or earphone. Now why so you spend your money on buying these headphones, earphones, but actually you need those headphones, earphones, so that you can track your enemies.
Tango down!
Just know where our enemies are.
Target down!
At this point, you just go and then shot them.
Headshot!
So you can have a good ear headphone or an Android is also good. If you can afford, you can buy a good headphone so that you can track your enemies anywhere in the map. It is also very good if you can afford. But I play with normal earphones, which are you may use in your daily life. So I just use them, but if you afford, you can buy a good earphone. So now let's move on to the ninth tip. For the ninth tip, I have to first complete this silly match. So now let's first complete this match, and then I will give you the ninth tip. Actually, it's about perks.
Cover me!
Now what are perks, and you all knows what are perks. Now what perk you should use? It's the tip I'm gonna give you.
Enemy
Yes.
down!
Now what perks you have to use is, first perk is the agile. Now why agile? Actually, many of you must have set persistence or perks like that set in your loadout. So, but you do not need persistence actually. You just don't need persistence. Why? If you want to be a pro. So, if you are new to this game, you use this agile tip. No, not in every loadout you need this agile. Now I will just go and go to my loadouts and show you which perk on which loadout. So let's just wait for it to complete its loading and processing, so I can move on to the loadouts. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, tap on the notification bell, comment down below what do you want next. So now let's move on to my loadout. Now let's take that you just have one or two loadout. In the first, you don't have AK-117, you are having PDW, which every player has, because you got it on the second day of login, I think so. So if in PDW 57, use the agile perk in every except the sniping loadout. Now I'll show you. If you just use the agile perk, don't use the flat jacket persistence, anything, just use the agile, so you can get more kills. Either you die or not, you are getting more kills. What do you need else? Second is vulture. Now when you go on to the game, you are improving and you are not dying for a long time, and you see that your ammo are just, you don't have any ammo, and so you just need this vulture, so your ammo never ends. Okay, so the third tip, it's you can have two perks on the third slot. It may be dead silence or agile, alert, sorry. I am really sorry for that. You can have dead silence or alert. Now if you are having a good quality earphone, headphone, you don't need this alert, you just go on with the dead silence. But you are using a normal daily life, earphone and headphone, use this alert perk, so you can just hear your enemies from a distance away. So it was the third perk, and now let me show you my sniping loadout, in which I have used agile calls. I prefer short range sniping also, but you can use persistence in this, or you can use Skulker in this, but I just use agile. Now the second is cold-blooded. Now why cold-blooded? As sniper has a bunch of ammos you can use, you do not need vulture. And why cold-blooded? So that when you are sniping, no AI controlled score streak can target you. That's the reason. And third is engineer. Now you can also use the alert or this one. Yes, alert also. So because in this also, when you are sniping, suppose a person come from behind and just knock you with a pistol or knife only, so you can hear the footstep of that person. Now why engineer I have? So that I can know if there is a trip mine or something in my sniping spot when I'm rushing towards it. So that's why I use engineer. Now that was a 9 tip. Now let's move on to the 10 tip. It's about score streak. Now many people unlock VCHAR and use it in their score streak, but I do not prefer using VCHAR until you are a noob or pro player. You must be a bigger player than a pro player. Like you, if you are opening the nuclear bomb, then you can use VCHAR. But if I am making this video for noobs to pro, so I prefer is what use small score streaks. Yes, you should use small score streaks. As I have tell you about that, you do not use persistence and use agile. You can easily open these score streaks. So use these small score streaks. I have UAV, counter UAV, and the hunter killer. You can also use the predator missile, but I don't prefer it because the hunter killer gives you a guarantee 1 kill. Now airdrop. What is airdrop? You everyone know, but don't never ever use this thing, cause you are wasting 2 to 3 minutes waiting for that airdrop and then opening it, and it opens, and if you got a UAV something like that, just you have waste your 2 minutes in the match. So don't never ever keep this airdrop. Now let's move on to the next tip, which is 11th tip. It is about the operator skill. Now operator skills, you all know what operator skills are. Now I prefer different operator skills on different loadouts. Now as you saw in my first loadout, I have the PDW57, which is a short range gun. So I also prefer short range operator skill for that, which is Purifier. So a Purifier can easily kill players within a close range. Now in other loadouts, it's up to you what you use. It's either War Machine or Scythe. Don't use anything except that. Not the Tempest, Sparrow, Transform Shield, anything. Just you either use War Machine or Scythe. They both are very good. For I use Scythe for the long range map, and War Machine also for long to mid range maps, and Purifier for maps like Kill House or Hijacked. So that's how I use them. Now the 12th tip is to take the sprint button to the center. Now you must be saying, what does it mean? It's also very simple. Just go to your settings and custom loadout. Now what you have to do is, as you can see, my sprint button is here at the center. Now what is it doing at the center? It's very simple. You just need to make it the smallest it can be and take it to the center. Now what it does is, you can have a idea of where the center of your screen is when you are firing, or it's very good for hip firing. You can just knock onto your enemies without a scope very easily. Just take your sprint button to the center and make the opacity to 50, cause in 100 you can't see your enemies very easily. So I have taken it to 50. Now with 50 opacity and the smallest scale you can have, take your sprint button to the center, and it helps a very lot. And as you saw in my match, it's always at my center, and either I'm scoping and doing anything. I know. Now take a situation that you are using a red dot. The red dot is at the point where your sprint button is, so you can hip fire very easily. Now the 13th tip is, don't make a team and play. Just play with randoms. And why this tip? Many YouTubers say make a good team, use my Discord server, and have good friends, good team, and play with them. But no, guys, do not play with them. Because what you have to do, either you just take a situation if you're playing rank match, you just have to stand still. Okay, you are killing just 2 to 3 enemies in the match. Why so? Because you are having good teammates. What they are doing, they are killing enemies. You are not even you are not even you cannot not even see enemies in the map because they are killed by those pro players. So I prefer you to play with randoms and do everything on your own. Either you lose, either you win. If you are getting 12 to 13 kills, your rank will not subtract. So just go with randoms and play. So that's all for multiplayer. Now let's talk about the battle royale. But before that, make sure that you hit that like button, snap on the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. So the first battle royale tip is also to keep moving. Now why so? Again, those snipers. You just need to keep moving so anyone does not have a free scope headshot on you. So you just need to keep moving. Now, second tip is the best battle royale tip. What does it says is land in more crowded areas like pipeline or farm. Now why? Because you are new to game and you need to learn the game. So if you land to more crowded place, you will learn the game. If you are a noob and you just land in a corner and go on but just killing that last person and taking on the win, you are nothing. But if you are having 11 to 12 kills and then you are winning the game, then you are a pro player, yes. So just land in more crowded place like pipeline or farm, so you just learn the game. As you learn the game, you can go to higher tiers and just kill every it was the best tip for the battle royale. Now let's move on to the third tip is to get knowledge about the attachments of them. What attachments you are using gun, you can just use because of that. Just go on to Google, YouTube, and just and it was the fourth tip. Now the fifth and the last tip for battle royale is very easy again. It's to open the voice chat. Now why voice chat? It's not so dog barking, your parents shouting behind you. No, it's for you to coordinate with your teammates. Yes, you need to coordinate with your teammates. Without coordinating with so he can tell you that enemies behind the player, don't go there, go from that side and kill. So that's why to just turn on your voice chat and get coordination with your team. So that was all for today, and bad experience in this video. If it's, then please just don't dislike the video. And I know you guys may be angry to me for that, but please, I apologize you for that, and just don't do that with me. So thank you guys for watching the video, and have a good day, and see you in the next video.